Ask about my life, but I ain't telling shit.
Yeah, only gonna say this shit once, ain't gonna say it again. Finna go roll me a blunt, then back it right up with a pen. I had to make this shit bounce, I had to open accounts. You talk about taking me out, but really you only been asking for clout. Say the truth.
Yo, it's Mo Guap Henderson, whatever you want to call it, you know, as long as it's respectful. Yeah, at this point it's been about a month. I know I told you guys in the last video I'm gonna get more on track, and I still plan on doing that. I know I always say this, you guys just bear with me. Honestly though, it's just been with all this coronavirus stuff.
Coronavirus! I'm telling you, shit is real. Shit is getting real. Woo!
It has been crazy. I feel like I'm in a twilight zone. I feel like I'm in a whole other, I don't even know. It just feels very surreal. It feels very weird. So everything, just all the routine has just been thrown upside down. So I'm just still kind of getting my bearings, still getting myself together, still getting a new routine together and all this other kind of stuff. So yeah, so I just said all that to say, that's where I've been. Sorry to keep y'all waiting, but I do plan on trying. I think I might go ahead and record a second video after this, just so I have something in the arsenal to kind of, you know, drop something consistently or whatever. So from here on out. Also, if you hear any screaming or anything in the background, my daughter is here today. So I'm watching her while her mother and her grandmother at the grocery store. But anyway, so let's get into it. Today I want to talk a little bit on gender dysphoria, because I reached out and I said, I just reached out to really anybody on my social media or just a few of my friends and stuff. And I was like, you know, what are some questions that you might have or things that you just want to know, and I can go ahead and touch on them. And so I did get a question. One was, what's the difference, I guess, basically between gender dysphoria and just regular body dysphoria, and how do you know the difference if you just have some uncomfortableness with as far as your body goes, or if you actually want to transition. Now I don't just have all the answers. I can only speak from my point of view, but for me, from my experience, my understanding, as far as body dysphoria is, basically it just involves like an obsessive focus on a perceived, it can be real or imagined, a flaw on your body. You might think your nose is too big, your ears are too big, you might think you're overweight, you might not like your feet, you know, something that just really has nothing to do or doesn't correlate necessarily with the gender, the perceived gender. Now, as far as gender dysphoria goes, that's more of the condition or feeling. I've read the definition. It was the condition or feeling of one's emotional and psychological identity not matching up, or you don't relate or identify with your biological sex that you were born with, and so it can cause you great emotional stress, anxiety. You really focus on the parts of your body or the physical parts of your body that are correlated with gender. As like for a woman, it would be your breast. You focus on your breast. You don't want your breast. You don't want, you know, if you were born a man, maybe your penis. You focus on your penis. You don't want your penis. So things like that. It's more of a, I want to say that gender dysphoria can get, and not to say that body dysphoria isn't an issue in itself, because that can lead to anorexia and all those other kind of things. But I think gender dysphoria has a bit of just a deeper level, or not a deeper level, just another layer in it that, like I said, it directly correlates with you have an uncomfortableness as far as parts of your body that are directly correlated with either a man or a woman. So but that's basically the biggest thing, I would say. So it's kind of, I guess, so in turn, to answer that question that was asked, how do you know the difference, it almost kind of be like when I had breast, I focused on that so much. It gave me so much anxiety. I did so much. It was overwhelming to think about, or just to know, or just to have them. And it was just, that was my main focus, as opposed to my lips being big or my nose, and me focusing on my nose. Like, a man and a woman have a nose, whether you were born a man or a woman or whatever, you have a nose. So, but it depends on whether you're born a man or a female, whether you have a penis or whether you have breasts or whether you have a vagina or whether you, so those are you mainly focus on those things, and mainly your the way you feel just does not identify with what your physical appearance shows. So, and also, I guess I just want to touch a little bit on my gender dysphoria in particular. When I first started to I hated my breast. Oh my gosh, I would kill when I was growing up to be one of those girls who had the small breasts and all that. I hated them. But by the time I got them removed, I think I was a D, and it was uncomfortable. So I spent majority of my time making sure I was trying to bind, worrying about them, adjusting my shirt, and it was like so focused on. I mean, it caused me extreme great anxiety every day at work. I can remember, and even like taping them down and stuff, it starts to rip your skin. Like when you take the tape off, if you do it too much, it gets to be a lot, but it's like you can't stop because you don't want your breast to be shown. So so that was my main area of focus. So once I got rid of that, once I had my mastectomy and I got rid of that, little did I know, and I had read that gender dysphoria can grow or it can shift to different areas, and I guess I just didn't really realize how real that was, or it didn't really dawn on me until it really started to affect and hit me, because now that I've had my mastectomy and I'm no longer focused on my chest because that looks the way that I wanted to, now I'm focused on phalloplasty, which is getting a penis or constructing a penis. And before, when I even started transitioning, I told myself, I was like, all I need is a mastectomy. I don't care whether I have a real penis or not. Like, I'm cool, like I'm all right. But the more I start to transition, the more I get deeper into it, the more I start to find myself more, and the more I start to just explore things of what I actually want. That is something, turns out, that I actually do want. And it's so many complications that come with that surgery. Honestly, that surgery scares me to death. And the amount of time that I'll be actually down will be ridiculous. So at least, I want to say at least a month. Like when I got my mastectomy, and I should have really sat my ass down more than I did, because everybody was telling me that. My best friend, my baby mom, everybody was like, sit down, Marcus, sit down. Because as soon as I got out of surgery, I was probably up like second day walking around doing it. I was like, this, I don't even feel like nothing. I think the meds really had me. But anyway, but I'm not gonna be able to do that when I get my surgery for my phalloplasty. So, but it's to the point that even though I'm very, very scared to do it, it's to the point where it's getting to the point where it's like it's no other choice. Like that's something that I want. That's something I focus on when I have sweatpants on, or when I go out, or when because I have the fake ones that are like more realistic. They're more expensive, but the one that I got, I don't really too much like the way that it feels or sticks, and so it's just a lot to keep up with. It's like I'd rather just be able to wake up in the morning and just be me, not to put anything on, not to do anything. I just want to have my little schlingadang. But anyway, but I focus on that. I get real self-conscious if I'm in sweatpants, or if I'm in like athletic wear, and if I'm out or working out or just stuff like that, because I guess I didn't really notice how much women actually do pay attention to that, but they actually do. Not all, I don't think. I don't know. You guys tell me. I don't know. But actually women really do focus on whether you have a little bit of a bulge, no bulge, all that kind of stuff. And I mean, not even to mention that, and even though I haven't really just been dating anybody new, or been fortunate enough to anybody that I have dated in the past, it was like during the early stages of transition, so they were aware of what was going on, or I had known them in the past, so they already knew what was up. But it's like now, if I want to meet somebody new and be intimate with them, and what would that even look like? How am I going to tell them, especially if they are a cisgendered woman who, well, I've never dated a transgender woman, but so I generally go for cisgender women. But if they're a cisgendered, woman who's not used to dating anybody trans, then how am I going to go about explaining that? Like, I don't have a normal, penis, so until I can get one. So, but I don't know. So, but yeah, I guess the point of all that, I just want to say that the dysphoria can grow, it can shift, it can be immense, it can just grow in intensity. It's a peculiar thing that I didn't really realized I was gonna have to deal with until I got here. So yeah, but if anybody has any other questions that you would like me to touch on, or if you would like me to swing back around to this to touch on something specifically that you had a question on, or even questioning about the surgeries, just different things. If you have any kind of questions, like I said, as long as they're respectful, just hit me up. You can reach me on Facebook, you can reach me on Instagram, and you can also reach me on these comments on my YouTube page. So just feel free to do that. I will try to get back to you guys. I'm not even gonna make any promises to you guys, but one day I'm gonna start making videos so consistently every week, you guys are gonna be like, damn, Morgan's on it. So until that day, we got this. I want you guys to stay safe, stay healthy, wash your hands, don't be coughing on nobody, and yeah.
Tell the truth, why you capping? Let the people know what happened. You ain't even a distraction. You at peace, why you mad then? I ain't tripping if my money right. Long as my family straight, I'm making sure that I'm alright. I had to keep the pace, I had to grind all through the night. 1 or 2 occasions, I might pour the drink into the Sprite.